4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to another iconic episode of the Vegan Steven podcast. Vegan Steven is a parody of a podcast. Vegan Steven is a fictional character. All characters and events in the show, even those based on real characters, entirely fictional. Celebrity voice or impersonator employee, the following program contains coarse language and due to its content should not be viewed by anyone. Today's date is, I don't know, but it's 1 minute past 10 a.m. It's the 6th of April 2020, Monday, coming live from the phone in Dublin. This is the Vegan Steven podcast, the number one vegan podcast. It's not just for vegans, it's every day. I'm your host, Vegan Steven. We are currently kind of live at the time of recording, available every single day on YouTube, iTunes, every single where you get podcasts, every single day. A little bit of current news, and hit up downstairs for all the merchandise, exclusive content, all the usual stuff, you know yourself. Vegan Steven as alright, so we're gonna have a little look at current affairs today. Russia's news, vegan news. To be honest, there's never ever happened with vegan news. Miley Cyrus's boyfriend turned, I think he's in some other TV show called Hunger Games or something. Miley Cyrus is like seen as a vegan activist or something, and her boyfriend said he's not vegan anymore because he got kidney stones. I don't know if the two are related, but sure, listen. Who knows? I'm only vegan for the money, and maybe the money ran out for him. I'm only playing. Alright, what we got going on here in the news? In today's Alright, so who's this lad? Liam Hemsworth, no longer vegan after suffering from kidney stone. Plant-based news. I had to ask who this lad was because I've never seen him. He's in that. Billie Eilish and Mom launch a vegan charity. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Arnie goes on a vegan coronavirus lockdown. Oh, Jesus. McFlurry goes vegan. Alright. So there you are. It's trending and all the rest of it. Kim Kardashian kids are meat free. Vegan news. Alright. Could this be the end of meat? Vegan news. This is all live Kindly. I never heard of live Kindly. That's Live Kindly. But here you are. Veg Solo. Harrison Ford ditches meat. Man, Harrison Ford is probably one of the most unlikable people in the world. He always just looks pissed off, and he's always just like, I did it for the money. And everyone's like, oh, he did it for the money. You see, like, I wish I was him and all the rest of it. Like, he's a pot smoker and all the rest of it. That's all good. But yeah, Jesus, who is this fucking absolute goober? I felt great, right? Some lad, star who was previously dubbed Australia's sexiest vegan by PETA, made announcement in interview with Men's Health. No one likes PETA because PETA's like that person who wants to do the right thing, but is always just fucking moaning. Like their heart's in the right place, but they're just fucking annoying. Do you know, like that? Like there's that lovely person down the road who's like the most fucking saint, but they're just fucking annoying. Because anytime you talk to them, like, fucking, what are you doing this weekend? You're like, oh, I'm probably chilling out, and they're like, nah, don't be chilling out. What you need to do is go and load protests and do this and do that. So, listen, I'm all for veganism. It's just a bit annoying when people get preachy, you know yourself. The Oscars go vegan. Yeah. And dairy just made me Layla. Dunham, vegan as fuck. Vegan news. Alright. What do you eat as vegan? Alright. You know the deal. Alright. Self-hating vegan. Alright. There's, as everyone knows, Greta. There's nothing wrong with Greta. She's the face of a movement. For some reason, they thought it'd be a good idea to have the face of their movement be a 16-year-old blonde girl. And the thing about having someone underage is you can't make fun of them without someone going, here, you can't make fun of them, they're underage. So it's kind of like they can do whatever the fuck they want. So we have, this is rushed today. We got Auntie Greta Naomi Sebit climate change. So you got one blonde fucking teenager here who possibly just quoting whatever her parents said. Who knows? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, like. And then you have some other moody teenager here. Her name is Meet Auntie Greta, climate realism activist. You know yourself, these could literally be fucking any girl on the fucking street. It's just some other generic blonde girl. Listen, I'm a generic white person. Who gives a fuck? They're young girls are seeing like Pure and all this fucking bullshit. But yeah, there's someone here, and they're you know, because if anyone wants to give out to Greta, they can't. But they have they're playing they're beating bullshit at their own game. They have fucking some woman here, Naomi Shep or something, and she's just here to give out about fucking climate change, and she's just going, oh, climate change is fucking bullshit. So maybe her dad is she just, you know, like no matter when someone does anything good, there's always someone to fucking go, oh shit on that. So it looks like they got climate, no, just it looks like they're having anti-climate change. It's called climate alarmism, and it's just some fucking smug teenager just going, oh yeah, I don't know. Is this fire climate denier? Jesus. So you know yourself, yin and yang. You got some moody teenager going, oh, climate change is real, and then you got some other moody teenager here who's just, they copy and pasted the same business model. They just got some blonde young teenager who's yeah, sorry for being so negative, but you know yourself, man, this Greta person's gonna have such a fucked up, like, they're getting her to pose in all these fucking weird poses and putting all these, it's just fucking hell, I don't know. It's gonna be fucking awkward when she goes up, that's all I'm saying. You know what happens to all these child stars, man? It doesn't end well. Pornhub sees massive bulge in traffic as coronavirus crisis continues. So there's talk that Disney bought Pornhub. I don't know if that's real or not. Pornhub is kind of owners. Let's see, a little look here. Who owns Pornhub? It might be a Disney. Did Disney acquire Pornhub? Okay, Walt Disney has acquired pornographic video website Pornhub. Okay, Snopes. List of assets owned by Walt Disney Company. Disney World Sluts Pornhub. Watch Disney World Sluts on Disney excessive pleased to announce acquisition of Pornhub. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at what else Disney owns. So, just in case there was any confusion about Disney being evil corporation, they own Pornhub. So the same people that are selling you morals and all this stuff and teaching you, you know, fucking, what's that thing called? Fucking, you know, feminism, Millennium Falcon, feminism to help selling movies, what else? Fucking Millennium Falcon, what's that thing called? Snow fucking... Do you want to build a snowman? All that fucking shit. Yeah, you know yourself, double standards. It's kind of like someone owning a fucking vegan farm and then also owning the meat farm next door. Do you know what I mean? They're selling you a load of cock. And anyway, alright, let's see what else. They own Marvel. What? They couldn't own Marvel, could they? 5 companies owned by Disney. So they own Marvel, apparently. Marvel Entertainment. They bought it for $4 billion in August 2009. Who else do they own? They own Lucasfilm, which is Star Wars, for $4.1 billion. Pixar for $7.4 billion. Capital Cities, I don't know what that is, for $19 billion. That's it's a TV, and they own the History Channel and all those things. Alright, so they're just, yourself, just buying up everything. There's nothing wrong with that. They have a good business model. I really like Disney films, so, and I don't know. It's just confusing, when you're taught things are wrong, and then anyway, 21st century, they own 21st century things, and what else? They own oops. Alright. Oh, darling. Jeez. If this is real, Disney Pornhub. I'm not sure if Disney do own Pornhub. I'm very confused. Alright, I don't understand. But society's changing. It's kind of weird because it's like get empowered there, but also take out your tits. So it's kind of like it's a bit confusing. Like, do you know what I mean? On one hand, they're saying, I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Because on one side you got men who are trying to force women into bras and getting women to wear hijabs and all this stuff. On the other side, you got men trying to get women to do porn, but telling women it's empowering to do porn. Oh my god. It's an absolute head fuck. It's a head fuck of people, misinformation, people trying to manipulate people, and so on. For anyone who's studied the lives of porn stars, there's nothing wrong doing porn, it's all grand. Just often there's a lot of drugs involved, a lot of heroin, a lot of cocaine and so on, a lot of people doing it because they're in a shit situation to pay rent and so on. They say Hollywood's like the place where dreams go to die. Like, a lot of people go to Hollywood and end up just shooting porn in the Hollywood Hills. Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl talks about that a bit. And what's the drummer of the Foo Fighters? What's his name? He loves heroin as well. Foo Fighters drummer. But having said that, like, Taylor Hawkins is fucking one of the best drummers I've ever heard in my life, so maybe heroin's a good thing, who knows. Anyway, a lot of people try, heroin on, but it's just too fucking good. They can't hit it and quit it, baby. So yeah, it's an awkward one. Alright, let's see what else is going on in the news here. So we got someone here anyway, so someone's giving out. Alright, let's see what the comments say about this whole one kid giving out another kid. Oh, what are the quotes saying? It was the German media who started this anti-Greta thing in the first place. It was to portray me as a kind of evil anarchist on the right. Another thing, Greta. So this is Greta's response. Is basically about spewing panic and telling people to change their lives entirely. It has nothing to do with science and skepticism anymore, and that is what's awful about it. That's fucking the awkward thing is this whole Greta thing. She's turned herself into like a one-dimensional character. It's just like just someone just annoying and giving out to you. So if anyone knows how fame works, Fame is done to you associate one person with a positive thing. So anytime, say for example, Katy Perry. So anytime you see Katy Perry, she's dressed well, she makes you feel good. Her song is good. So you associate, anytime you see Katy Perry, you're like, oh yeah, that's fucking brilliant. Like, she makes you feel good. You dancing to her and all the rest of it. So you associate Katy Perry. Anytime you see her, hear her name, you're like, oh yeah, good. She, fucking looks well, sounds good. Fucking, she used to be a Christian or something. Sure, she sold her soul and is a sex symbol and all the rest of it, but who gives a fuck? It's all good. But then you see Greta, and what you associate with Greta? Just someone fucking moaning at you. So it's like, oh, just go away. You know yourself, it's like the guards or something, or law enforcement. It's just like, oh, stay away from them, they're just going to give out to me. Like, a guard's not going to, law enforcement isn't going to come over you and go like, oh, you're doing a great job, look what you're doing, fucking keep doing it, fair play to you. They're only going to come up to you and just be like, listen, you're speeding, I'm going to have to pull you over, or if you've been drinking, right, you got to go to prison. Same thing. People have negative connotations associated with this young lady, and it's absolutely nothing to do with her. It's what she symbolises. Honestly, you could take her out and replace her with anyone. No offence to... Same thing goes for me, like, just a figurehead or whatever, who knows. And this is... Yeah, but at the same time it's awkward because I completely agree with most of Greta says. It's just like... It's like your parents or something telling you to just do stuff that you need to do. It's like, oh, it's too fucking... Yeah. Anyway, let's see what else people say. The famous 2019 research that Greta and her supporters usually refer to had hazardized a massive bulk and something to do with. But according to Naomi, that research was way too vague. Most scientists in question weren't... Oh, you get the idea. CO2 emissions. Alright, there you are. Alright, so it's very hard to backtrack when you've everyone looking at you, and so who knows. Right, that's enough of that. That's what Russia Today is saying. So let's see. I don't want to shame Greta Thunberg, but activist dubbed anti-Greta medium rips into anti-climate alarmism. Yeah, what's very interesting is if any man does this, they're she's German. That's interesting. Yeah, you can't. A man or someone couldn't say what you're saying because they'd be like, "Oh, you're just trying to attack a young 16-year-old girl or whatever." So what people have to do is put all their information and stuff into another equal 16-year-old girl. I don't know how old this fucking girl is. 17. Yeah, you can tell she doesn't really know what's going on. Like, just yeah. Anyway, whatever. Just kids are used as pawns. You know, people use kids to sell drugs because people, young people, they put in the front line of the war because they don't know any better. They end up fucking dying. Fucking world wars using the front line. Fucking kids because they don't know any better. They're just told, you gotta fucking do this if you believe in God and all this. It's like, what the fuck's going on here, lad? So, listen, people get all... There's a lot of money on riding on this as well, do you know what I mean? Because they could be affecting... I'm just guessing here, but Germany owns a lot of stuff like BMW, do they own Mercedes, Merc? A lot of car brands and shit. Volkswagen. And a lot of things, like this person could have a lot of money behind fucking... You don't know who's paying her, like, who's paying her, who's donating to her charity, a lot of these things are quite subtle. But yeah, it's just, even if you're looking at these pictures of Greta, they're all very, very posed. They're all it's not like some 16-year-old girl in her fucking bedroom, like, fucking uploading videos. These are all highly staged. Like, she... like, yellow stands out. She's the only one wearing yellow there. Everyone else wearing black. Just, you know yourself. Anytime you see her, she's giving out. It's like reading your... listen, I'm sure she's a lovely person or whatever. It's nothing against her. It's just she's a pawn, and maybe she doesn't realize she's a pawn or something. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know anything. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's see. Not quite. Piracy. Berlin sector corrects story of US snatching Germany-bound masks. So every country for themselves. No surprise there. We will whip you. Jesus. Police employ no-nonsense measures to force coronavirus lawbreaks to self-isolate in Zambia. Yeah, there's stories in India of the police making, if they catch people in the street, not self-quarantine in India, they make them do squats and exercise as punishment, because there's nothing you can do. Like, you just don't go inside. And they're like, no, we're not going inside. And they're like, well, yeah. They can't really be arrested because like Iran and all the rest of it just open their prisons because they have to. So anyway, Dubai goes on lockdown aimed spike of coronavirus. Turkey imposed a coronavirus curfew for under 20s, locks down dozens of cities. UN coronavirus chief worst yet to come, and countries conflict. UK, yeah, you get the idea. Magic bullet for coronavirus 19. Scientists have a look at century-old plasma treatment, but there are some big buts. Right. COVID-19 hotspots. Italy rolls out plan for living with the virus once peak has passed. Okay. Yeah. So there you are. COVID-19 crisis puts South Africa rhinos and other wild animals in danger as tourism industry goes off the cliff. So yeah, there's all sorts of. It's very interesting. All the knock-on effects. Everything has side effects. Even if it's you just choose to stay in your life and just eat sugar all day, or if you choose to just eat red meat for the rest of your life or something, it's gonna have massive effects on your mood, all the people around you, your choices. A lot of people, when they take cocaine and so on, they say just they make the worst choices ever. They make the absolute worst choices. They sell fucking everything they own, end up cheating on, yourself. Just a lot, like money is just cash, and money is just a representation of how many mutually beneficial transactions you've made. That's all like money is. It's like a record. And money management, if you have loads of money, any fool can make loads of money. It's fucking keeping it is the hard thing. Do you know what I mean? Think about how much money's passed through your fingers in your life. Thousands and thousands and thousands. Yeah, but you listen, that's all fucking lifestyle. But anyway, it's not for everyone. Let's see what else is going on here. We have, so I'm dying, because I'm afraid to say it, because not Pornhub, Disney sues everybody, just so you know. If a company has done some very, very bad things, they first thing they do is sue you. There you are. Who knows? Alright. HSE aims to test 4,500 people a day. Boris Johnson spends night in hospital. Today's COVID-19 main points. 5-year-old boy dies after falling in farm trailer in Roscommon. Picture of Boris there. Boris is the King of England or something. Who knows? Singer Duffy reveals dark story of rape. She's drugged in a restaurant on her birthday. Yeah, so gross. Yeah, date rape. Gross. Pulling the Bill Cosby, eh? Alright, New York coronavirus deaths jump. Alright. There we are. Happy, or not happy days. George and me. I owe him a great deal and couldn't pay him back over 2 lifetimes. Bobby McAllen meets George Best, he's a footballer, when they were both 15 and became teammates. He was seen as like the 8th Beatle or something. How a wedding cancelled due to coronavirus turned into a socially distant celebration. Alright. Now, as far as I know, I may or may not be in Waterford right now. And what's confused me is, you know, no one's allowed on the streets and so on, but there was some well-off people. And as far as I know, it's illegal to have a funeral right now in Ireland at today's date. And they had a full-on funeral that I witnessed yesterday. And it's just mad, like, you know, if you have the dough, you do what you want. They had the security guards outside. They had I caught one of the those lads who held the coffin or whatever. One of them lads was pissing on the church out back, and I don't know if you've ever been caught out having to go to the toilet, but the one place you don't want to piss on is a church, because every L woman in the fucking world just be like, you fucking scumbag. So I thought that was really funny, that, you know, they're meant to have all the respect for the dead and all this shite, the crematorium lads, and they're pissing on churches. But at the end of the day, you have to go to the toilet, and what is a church? Just fucking bricks and mortar. So it's just an idea, isn't it? It's just an idea of disrespect. But if you don't believe in fucking church or God, like, who gives a flip? I don't know. I just know from when I was growing up, you know, you'd be afraid of God, and if he's looking at you and all that stuff, I was terrified of urinating on a church. Like, that would have scared the shit out of me. Like, that would have been literally, like, I would have been looking up at the skies waiting to be struck down by lightning. Just that fear that you have when you're a kid over the unknown, and how impressionable you are when you're a fucking kid. It's absolutely terrifying. The power, like, adults have over you when you're a kid. Like, they can just say anything to you, you fucking believe it. It's absolutely fucking mad. That's why I'm fucking concerned about Greta and these ones, because people are very impressionable, and you don't really know what people are. You don't know the fucking weird mind games people play with you when you're fucking younger. It's fucking weird, man. There is no room for complacency. The week quotes. There. The story behind Seamus Heaney, quote, guiding people through COVID-19. Confirmed cases in Northern Ireland exceeds 10,000 of coronavirus. Alright, so you get the idea. More coronavirus. Easter. Dear friends, this is a picture of the Pope here. Dear friends, look at the real heroes. Pope Francis begins Holy Week of celebrations without public. To be honest, if I was the Pope, I'd rather be doing the Mass without anyone there. That's just me, like. Bit antisocial. There you are. Spain sees third daily decline in deaths. Or is that reported deaths? Oh, Jesus. Irish troops return home after 6 months deployed in Syria. Yeah, lovely. Fair play to them. It'd be so weird being in the army, because you're just like, why am I in fucking Syria? Like, because you... Especially if you don't understand, like, geopolitical influence and stuff, like, you just be like, what the fuck am I doing here? And if you do know why you're there, you'd be like, why the fuck am I here? Oh, lads. Oh, God. It'd be the worst being at war, wouldn't it? It'd be the absolute worst, like, you know, fucking being in Iraq for fucking oil and shit. And anyway, listen, I don't know what I'm talking about. People going on virtual dates for online dating during this time. Man threatened shop and staff caught on Gardaí. Comments have been disabled. That's very interesting. Comments were live yesterday. But anyway, nice little bit of censorship there for you. Alright, here we go. Ireland. Rush it today. Let's see. This is this is Reddit. I'm very new to Reddit. Reddit is kind of like where all the kids hang out, and this is let's see what we have here. So Reddit, it's like boards.ie if it wasn't shit, as I like to say. It's Sunday. I've checked 3 times, question mark. Anthony O'Connor. Hospital is spotless this morning because of a bunch of mainly women with Eastern European accents who don't get paid a whole lot, are mopping and sweeping 24/7. It'll save lives. Gorvrahamagut. Well, they won't fucking understand what Gorvrahamagut means anyway. We're beyond lucky to have them. What's TUH working together? Who's this fucking lad? Yeah. Yeah, just like in any country, the backbone is it the immigrants or? Yeah, do all the jobs no one else wants to do, and they need to be fucking done. A lot of these lads, you know, what these called Eastern Europeans or something, or not Eastern Europeans. A lot of them have proper like nursing degrees and proper degrees in accounting and proper serious masters and stuff, but they're not recognised in Ireland, so they have to do, or they don't know contacts, they have to end up sweeping floors or whatever. Anyone who moves to a different country has to take a step back, generally career wise, by a year or two. But there you are. They're called like first generation immigrants, and then their sons and daughters will end up fucking becoming politicians and wanting to make change. Yeah, they're called the New Irish, and fair play to them. Make excellent boyfriend girlfriends. Looking, yeah, sure, looking fucking, I don't know what to say. Right, anyway. Coronavirus. 15 hours ago. Vodka returns to practicing medicine to help during crisis. Fuck off. Mate, you had one job. Just be the fucking Taoiseach, alright? Poe, at the Savile of Jackaville, just cost beat COVID-19 at 74. So some lad 74, and he got rid of the fucking coronavirus stuff. Man, that is fucking mental though, isn't it? You're back here practicing fucking medicine. Oh my god. Apparently he's like a doctor or some shit. That's called having a big ego. He's probably doing fucking... You're not allowed... Here, I was gonna say I'm not allowed to make jokes about the Taoiseach doing drugs, but fucking... It's open knowledge he did drugs, so... Fucking criminal record. Anyway, who knows? Building a bookcase. Alright, there you are. My local Chinese have us 2 free masks at our order. That's really good, isn't it? So that's really good. You get your Chinese takeaway, you get 2 free masks. That is fucking service. It's officially even real though. Is awfully even real though. Okay. Why are people in Offaly worrying about 5G? We don't even have 4G. That's from Mags on Twitter. That's a good point. Dolphins return to Italy. Meanwhile in Ireland, snakes. Oh shit, the snakes are coming back. I'm pretty sure it's a metaphor. Snakes. Sunset in the River Shannon. Yeah. Alright, what else we got here? Somewhere in Connemara, picture two horses. There's this big landmark on Waterford or whatever, it's fucking, there's this big hill, and there's this big sign, I've talked about this before, so it's fucking size of fucking 3 billboards, and it's a sign for mental health, and it's up on the Tollywood Hills, like, Waterford, looking down the whole town, and it's really nice, because just underneath the sign, they've fucking wild horses running around. Imagine the fucking big banner hanging over the hills, Hollywood Hills, and there's fucking wild horse running around. They're like fucking gorgeous. Obviously, I have no experience with horses, so they're mystical, strange creatures to me. I'm gonna break in. My plan is to break into the Hollywood sign in Waterford and just fucking put unicorn anchors on the fucking horses. I'm only messing. It would be fucking gas though, wouldn't it? Fucking putting unicorn heads on fucking actual horses. One was fucking white as well. Anyway, saw this walking out the other day. They keep putting up new ones. This is just if you're walking around on the streets out these signs. Okay, so here it says, idiots, you can't get a virus unless it's injected, period. Okay. So a lad saying fake news there. With the old coronavirus. Yeah. Alright, so that's mad, isn't it? And we have local scumbags fighting security guards outside shopping centre because they wouldn't let them in the queue. Yeah. To be honest, it is infuriating. Obviously they're wrong to be fighting the security guards not being let in the shop and all. It's absolutely infuriating right now. You'd be with someone and you're walking into the shop. It's all for, our own good and so on, but it's just it takes away your self-esteem, man. You're walking into the shop and they go, whoa, you two together? And you go, yeah. And they go, right, only one of you are allowed in. You're from the same household, so you have to stay outside the shop like a fucking idiot. But your housemate goes in, gets the shopping. I was fucking ready to fucking start shouting. But at the end of the day, it's we all have to do our bit, don't we? Irish owl lad working in their sheds after 4 weeks of self-isolation. And it has Irish owl lads working in their shed for 4 weeks of isolation. It has some owl lads here on the fucking NASA. They're after building a fucking NASA spaceship to fucking space, lad. It's fucking grass. It says apple green has all the medicine you need in these hard times. It just has a picture of vodka. Loads of vodka. Let's see. Jesus Christ. George just in with one of the funniest search results I've ever seen in quite some time. Here it says, how many children does Boris Johnson have? Alright, so that's what search result. Now I'm going to read out what it says. Apparently it's funny. It says children 5 or 6. That's pretty good. Domestic partner Sherry Simmons, 2008, engaged, presents. Spouses Alinja Owen. Jeez, he's had a few marriages. 1, 2, 3. He's had 2 spouses and 1 domestic partner. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? It's his own life. He's just going to do what he wants. Here's a picture of Sinead O'Connor looking moany. Missing every day. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took my pub away. That's very funny. The lads are absolutely missing the pub. There's a picture of you're only allowed in groups of more than 2 in Ireland if you're in a family. So it has a picture of 4 lads drinking in a knacker drinking in a field, between your downloaded cans in a field, and it says maybe they're from the same family, which is like what you have to take. Like, maybe they're from the same family. It's okay. Don't get angry. Can you guys please recommend Irish people I should do illustrations of? I'm doing this whole for a while. I'm bored. So some people drawing a load of shite there. No, 5G doesn't spread coronavirus, says some lad. And here we go. This is all I've been doing for the last few weeks in deals. And it says, keep it together, staple gun. Trying to keep it together, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's fucking very interesting. Man, the world's losing its fucking mind. RTE just announced that Boris Johnson has been admitted to hospital. They just announced it at the end of 9 o'clock news, breaking news from down the street 13 hours ago. It keeps cutting of my rushed O'Connelly, so you'll just have to deal with the hairline. Apologies to Michael Collins, is probably the only other person I'll do black and white. So Connolly's this famous fucking lad. Let's do it. 1916 and all that. Man, are you feeling the pressure? I know it's all fun and games joking about bog roll, but it's starting to go low. And on my last lad. I was fucking stressed. Alright, we're gonna keep it moving, keep it lit. Where are we going? We got it going here, baby. I'm dying to know. It does fucking... Man, if Disney done on Pornhub, it's a very good rumour. I'm saying that now. I can't figure out if it's real or not. Control. See, the thing is, like, even if they did own it, they'd have it scrubbed from the net, like. Pornhub is a pornographic. Yeah, you get the idea. It has its servers in San Francisco, Houston, Orlando, New Orleans, and London. Jesus, it's been involved with lawsuits over sex trafficking. Jesus, to be honest, I don't know how you'd even. Non-consensual pornography trafficking has a bit about that. Copyright infringement, no doubt. Yeah. So, and censorship. Pornhub makes a prominent appearance in many series. 2013 romantic comedy Don John. Pornhub Vice President Corey Price explained that one of the film's producers approached the company permission to use Pornhub brand. Well, Price reviewed the movie's script and hang on, as if fucking Pornhub has no sense of class about itself. Like, can we just be fucking honest about it for a fucking minute? Like, there's nothing fucking classy about fucking. Yeah, so they got, this in January. So there's a problem with 2017 Pornhub, among other pornographic sites, were blocked in Philippines due to anti-child pornography law. So, yeah, I don't know if they show ID before making a film how it works, but it's obviously an issue, and they've combated it or somehow. Pornhub has reported on traffic trends and their relations to large events. Traffic was below usual levels during the solar eclipse 2017 in August. During 2018 Hawaii false missile alert. Web traffic on Pornhub in Hawaii fell 77%. Alright. And what else we got here? During the coronavirus disease, the 19 outbreak, worldwide traffic jumped up by 18.5%. So Pornhub isn't like, it's like an umbrella company as far as I know. So they own like a lot of other websites. Like, you go on that website and then that website just brings you to all the other kind of sister websites. Normally how these things work is, just think about when you go into a shop and you buy Coca-Cola. Alright, I'll look up all the companies Coca-Cola owns here. What does Coca-Cola own? So when you go into the shop, right, and you're like, right, I'll get a can of Coke, and you're like, baby, no, I won't have a Coke today, I'll have something else. Well, this is all the companies, some of the things that Coca-Cola owns. So when you go into the shop, you think I want Coca-Cola, I'll have this sort of thing. Alright, Coca-Cola owns Fanta, they own Dr. Pepper, they own Sprite, they own Lilt, they own Apple Zester, whatever that is, they own Coca-Cola, surprise, they own Oasis, they own Kira Ora, they own Powerade, they own Glaceau, they own Schweppes. Alright, so they got their fucking dirty mitts and everything. And you can see here, it's gonna Pepsi own. Okay. Jesus Christ, this is mental. Okay, Coca-Cola owns. They don't own McDonald's, do they? This couldn't be right. Resents that serve Coke. Oh, okay. So they don't own all those ones. Okay. $1 billion babies. Coca-Cola owns 15 brands. Okay. Still on Sprite, do they? They own like orange juice companies. They own fucking water. Oh, they own River Rock or something. They own water companies. Yeah, it's absolutely bonkers, isn't it? Like when you go in the shop, you think, all right, these are all owned by different companies. Like maybe one's like a fucking husband and wife company in fucking Backhurst, Alabama or something. No, they're not. They're owned by the same fucking lad. It's all to do with distribution chains, and the same thing happens with the guitar companies and all the rest of it. Fender and Gibson own like all the other guitar companies, as far as I'm aware. These companies, Nestle, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, like people say, well, you know, just evil companies. Mars, Kellogg's, Mills. Alright, as usual. Oh my god, lads, what are you up to? Oh baby, umbrella corporations. Alright, any other crack? Trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Control plus. Alright. So, Kellogg's own. Listen. You know yourself, fucking. A few companies own everything else. And that's just fucking. That's things. That's damn things. Alright. Fucking desktop. Boing. Alright. Here we go. Gonna open up this picture. And this picture has all the answers. Oh! Bollocks. Brands. Oh Jesus, what was that? Alright, you ready? You sitting tight? Here we go. I can't make out any of these names. Alright, so who owns what? Kellogg's own Kellogg's. Jesus, Kellogg's owns fucking. I was talking to salesmen who work for Kellogg's and they were saying, lad, don't eat it. They own fucking Special K, Cocoa Pops. You know, you just found all the other fucking. Jeez, Quakers got bought out by fucking Pessimo. So, I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I can't. To be honest, this article is very blurry. Cadbury's own fucking own fucking Twirl, all the other chocolate bars. I think you get the idea. Denon own fucking. They own fucking every other yogurt company. Is it Denon or Denon? No one knows. Yeah, you hear a lot of people talk about Nestle, and Nestle are do some very, very dodgy shit. Sure, they all do dodgy shit. Everyone does dodgy shit. These stuff have their dodgy shit on record though. and they sue anyone who talks about their dodgy shit because they got to protect their public image. And if anyone threatens their public image, just as a worker on Facebook or so on, posts maybe a picture of themselves not representing the company well, they got fired because they've done so much dodgy, evil shit in the background. They don't want anyone to remind anyone of all the dodgy shit they've done. Who knows? But Jesus, absolutely mad. Alright, so let's find out what else we got going on here. Disney, excuse please announce the. Who is Curon? Is Curon? Expanding their media streaming portfolio, Disney executives announced that the company has acquired Canadian adult entertainment site Pornhub. This is part of our plan to extend our streaming capabilities, said Dalton Sterling, VP Strategy, Call Shareholders, and so on. So it's all to do with shareholders. There you are. Disney executives pleased to announce acquisition of Pornhub. A lot of people are saying this isn't real, so I guess this is not real, but it's confusing. Oh shit, it's difficult to summarize the wide-ranging, ever-expanding, particularly nonsense Q-Corn conspiracy theories. For the purposes of this article, readers should know that one of the main tenets of QCon revolves around the claim that liberals, Hollywood celebrities, and various world leaders are involved in global pedophilia. Pizzagate. Very interesting. With this in mind, it's perhaps not too surprising supporters of conspiracy theories were taken in by satirical article claiming, so it's satirical, that Walt Disney Corporation, a global organization known for children's, has purchased the website. Nickelodeon, there's a lot of stuff going on about Nickelodeon, all the pedophile shit that goes on there, in the documentary by Corey Feldman called My Truth. Let's have a little look at Q-Corn. What's Wikipedia have to say about it? Oh, yeah. Man, what a fucking great day to be alive. It's fucking gorgeous out. Alright, so, conspiracy theories. So, if anyone remembers the whole Pizzagate Tom Hanks thing, this is where that came from, apparently. So they seem to have something to do with the whole Pizzagate conspiracy. So let's just have a little look at this QAnon thing. QAnon, a far-right conspiracy theory detailing supposed secret plot by the alleged deep state against the US President Donald. Oh jeez, it's getting very complicated. So I'm already lost. Alright. A lot of these things are just done for entertainment. Sometimes you're just like, we'll put this out for the crack. Alright. Wikipedia is open to a lot of censorship and so on. People can just go in and change it. And anyway. The weird thing is, like, even if Disney doesn't own Pornhub, they've done a lot worse. So much worse. Or have they? Let's have a little look here. I'm sure Disney have a criminal record. Criminal. Let's see. Criminal history. Let's see what we got here. Walt Disney. 7 things you didn't know about the man. I don't really like. Why is Disney bad? I don't know. One thing does that. This is Quora.com, so this is. Alright. One thing Disney does bad is it attempts to own the monopoly on children. Disney acquired both Marvel, Star Wars to up their demographics over boys and young adults, and they're gradually working their way through to get more TV channels and other franchises. Yeah, the thing is, like, is this some fucked up thing for control, or is this just good business? People fear there's some manipulation involved, but there's always, you kind of need some amount of manipulation to keep things going. I don't know. Will Disney ever go out of business? Okay. Does Harry shocking things. Alright. Let's see. They must have done, like, they did loads of, even Coca-Cola did some fucking horrific things, like. Anyway, let's see. A lot of the stuff that Disney did can be kind of written off for, like, oh, it was stuff at the time and so on. Nobody, including Walt Disney, is perfect. Okay, so some people believe he was anti-Semitic and racist. Disney attended meetings of pro-Nazi organization, and so on. Alright. Mickey and Minnie Mouse actually got married. Alright. Don't know what any of this has to do with that. Okay. Don't be surprised if you experience Disney. Alright. Walt Disney has a home at Disneyland. Alright, okay. It's not really telling me any. Alright. Should listen. It's one thing crucifying for every little bad mistake someone did, and it's another thing fucking. Anyway. A lot of the stuff is about Walt Disney himself. Stuff that, he refused to hire women. He frequently fired his animators. To be honest, I would fire people regularly as well, but that's just me. He may be a super racist. Maybe true. He attended Nazi things, yeah. A lot of people did. He was a major control freak. To be honest, you have to be. He took most credit for his studio films. Well, yeah, narcissistic, like, what do you expect? He didn't have the best role model growing up. Despite creating an entirely family theme park, he lived with an abusive, neglectful parent. Alright. So yeah, that's interesting. A lot of people, they do these things, try and recreate their childhood. Look at Michael Jackson. Their inner needs, like, fucking that inner need of comfort of the womb and having a mother looking after you, those things. Alright, criticism about Walt Disney, any other stuff. So he's sexist, racist, all these things. Grand. Overcrowding problems, food safety, fingerprinting, any other mad shit. Disney villains, princesses, South Park controversy. Should we have a little look at the South Park controversy? The Jonas Brothers and Disney Channel are polarized by South Park episode The Ring, where they propose. That's very, yeah. A lot of people talk about how Disney sells sex to kids, but they hide it by, having purity rings and stuff. So did bands like Jonas Brothers do a lot of crotch thrusting and other subconscious things to get young females their time of puberty, arouse them and so on. And to cancel that out, the South Park episode suggested that they use rings, purity rings, which is like, don't have sex. There you are. Jonas Brothers and the Disney Channel are polarized by South Park episode entitled The Ring. I've heard a lot of stuff about Disney Channel just like, History Channel just been like, it's not very accurate and stuff. But anyway, who knows? In television's column written before The Ring, the Washington Post suggested creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone were using Jonas Brothers in the 13th season debut as means of improving show ratings. Comedy Central executives, however, insisted Jonas Brothers fans do not fit into South Park's demographic of males aged 18 to 49. Oh my god. You must get sense at 50, bang on, and you must... That's grand. Walt Disney Company and the Disney Channel Mickey Mouse cartoon character is portrayed Mickey Mouse says callous things or physically assaults people. He also follows up statements with the character's trademark high-pitched which in the context come across like a nervous tick. That's very good. Reviewers and commentators have described The Ring as not just a parody of the Jonas Brothers, but also of the ethos of the Walt Disney. Yeah, it's a very good episode, I must say. It's a very good episode. Let's see. Pardon me. Nervous tick. Reviews and commentators described the episode portrays Disney as a corporation using the ruse as a family-friendly moral to disguise their primary motive. So true. Which is profit. Well, that's like legally their only obligation is to the shareholders, and if they don't constantly do the well of the shareholders, then they are in big trouble legally. The law doesn't really apply in that situation. When you got that amount of lawyers, like, anyway, you got teams of lawyers. If you got teams of lawyers, you know you're up to some dodgy shit. That's all I'm saying. Reviewers and articles said this point is further illustrated by Mickey Mouse, the cartoon symbol a whole from Disney image as foul-mouthed, contemptuous, greedy, all-power and violent character. Specifically, the episode targets Disney marketing tactic of band members pledging abstinence through purity rings, which the script suggests is used subliminally sell sex to young girls. Well, that's been like the boy band trick since the dawn of time. The episode targets Disney marketing technique of purity rings, which the script suggests used to subliminally sell sex to young girls, while simultaneously appealing to ethical standards of their parents. Yeah, very true. And taking advantage of their fearful desire to protect their daughters. As Mickey has said, due to the other speculation on the orientation of personal activities of the Jonas Brothers, this episode continued to create a running gag on the effect of the Jonas Brothers on young girls. Tween period of provoking the image that they too would become like Mickey Mouse in the most unwanted characteristics. The episode further illustrates the greed of corporate culture and portraying as capitalizing on religion for profit. Yeah. While secretly mocking it in particularly cruel tone. Here's a quote: "Even the Christians are too fucking stupid to figure out I'm selling sex to their daughters. I've made billions off Christian ignorance for decades. And do you know why? Because Christians are retarded. They believe in a talking dead guy." I'm so confused. You know, they just go, and in God we trust. God wants us to do this. Both sides of sorry, when the war breaks out, and say for example the Americans are like, in God we trust. God wants to do it, and then the Germans are like, in God we trust. God wants us to do this, or whatever. You know, fucking. But how can God be on both sides? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, should I listen? So yeah. There you are. It's absolutely wild. It's baffling. Alright, so listen, keep the head up. Don't get too worried about all this fucking Disney shit. It's been going on since the dawn of time. It'll keep going on. There's a need for it. These movies don't get made for free. They cost a lot of money, and for these films to get made for a lot of money and keep the production up so high is I don't know. You know, people want these things. People want Disney. Disney's great. It's also an evil corporation, but so is fucking everything. Think of your landlord. Think of the banks. They're evil, but they also give you what you want. Think you're a drug dealer. Evil, but gives you what you want. Drug dealer could be fucking whoever's serving in the bar. Barista. Anyway, listen, over and out. Have a great day. Don't take stuff too seriously. I'm just having a chat. Alright? Chill the fuck out. Just experiment with ideas. It'll all be grand.